So hi everyone and welcome to the channel. I am AKS Rasbir, your Unacademy and YouTube educator. In today's class, I am going to deal with you 15 questions only. So learners, I am going to complete this 1000 MCQ series in English literature. So do not forget to subscribe me and do not forget to watch other videos because every video with description that is really important. If you are facing any kind of problem regarding my lectures and all, do message me on my WhatsApp. I will share you all the links. All unless you can check my Telegram, all unless WhatsApp group. Learners, yes, if you want to join my paid courses for UGC Net English, so you are most welcome at an academy. Download an academy, the learning application, and do not forget to follow me there so that you can get time to time all my lectures. Learners, I am going to launch this test series on 21st of June 2020. So learners, every Sunday you are going to get a test series on plus on paid courses. And learners, yes, I am going to cover 6 test series and there is 2 hour analysis of that particular test series. So that is awesome plan for you. Do not forget to subscribe me on Unacademy Plus. Use code AKS Rasbir and let us see the plan 3, 6, 12 or 24 months. So these are the plans you can see on your screen. Now learners, I am going to show you the very first question of this lecture. So the very first question, this is on your screen. Let us here is the very first question. So this is Sophocles Oedipus Rex, in which the detective Oedipus discovers that he himself is guilty of the death of father and of incest with his mother. What is the name of his father? So you have Menelaus, Paris, Laius, or Polybus. So let us, these are the 4 options, and out of these 4 options, do select one and write it down on comment box. And learners, all learners, you can note it down on your notebook. So you have only 15 seconds for this question. Okay, so see the right answer on your screen, learners. You can see the right answer. I'm going to show you. So this is the right answer on your screen. Right answer is Lais. Lais is the father of Oedipus. Learners, you have a wonderful Greek tragedy, and the name of this tragedy is Oedipus Rex. And another tragedy that is written by Sophocles is Oedipus at Colonus. So learners, these are the 2 tragedies by Sophocles, a Greek tragedy. Oedipus, learners, this is a story of a boy. Learners, yes, one parents named Jocasta and Lais. So learners, उनको एक son होता है. And yes, learners, after bearing a son, after birth option, they hear a oracle, learners, a kind of prophecy. And this is the prophecy that their child will kill his father. And yes, he will get married to his own mother. So after hearing this oracle to avoid this kind of circumstances, Lace and Jocasta decide to let us give up the child. But finally, what happened? So let us, after giving up that child, the child was, let us, you can see, brought up by a shepherd. Later on, let us, in a comeback, Oedipus, the name of the same child, Oedipus kills his father, named Lais, and become the king of Thebes. Let us, this is the place Thebes, and then become the king of Thebes. And after some time, Thebes is stuck in plague. And learners, that's why learners, after a long time, the people of that particular reign, you can say Thebes, become so much inconsistent. So learners, later on Tiresias comes and he claims that Oedipus is the murderer of his father. And yes, after learners hearing this, Jocasta comes to know that she got married with her own child. So learners, Oedipus is her own child. So this is what learners, this is the story of Oedipus the Rex by Sophocles. Now learners, you have the next one question. Who has written the work Hamlet and Narcissus 1995? John Russell, Maynard Mack, Thomas Duffy, George Drax. So learners, you have these 4 options, and out of these 4 options, select one, please. So let us now see the correct answer on your screen. So this is the correct answer. You can see John Russell has written the work Hamlet and Narcissism 1995. Lennox, yes, Ernest Jones, you have already heard the name, I think. And Lennox, Ernest Jones, a psychoanalytic thinker. So, Lennox, he has written Hamlet and Oedipus in 1949. Later on, Lennox, this psychoanalytic thinking was led down by John Russell, and he is going to focus on in Hamlet and Narcissus. What he is going to see, that he is going to see that Hamlet was a kind of narcissist, and this is a kind of psychoanalytic. Let us, you know very well, yes, Oedipus, I have already discussed in my previous question. So Oedipus was the son of Lais and Jocasta. Later on, learners, he got married with her, his own mother, and yes, he kills his father. So let us, this is the story, and on the same story, you can see later on, this was applied on Hamlet by William Shakespeare. And then the conclusion comes that Hamlet was suffering from Oedipus complex. And later on, learners, you have seen John Russell is going to say that Hamlet was a kind of narcissism. Narcissism, learners, so it's a kind of self-attraction. So this is what you can see. Now see the next one, meta theater. So meta theater, a term coined by the critic. So you have Eugene Bertolt, Frederick Brecht, Lionel Abel, Lionel Johnson, or none of these. So let us these out of four. Please select the right answer and write it down on comment box. Please let us. So now you can see the correct answer on your screen. So this is the correct answer. See on your screen. So let us, Lionel Abel is the correct answer. Meta theater, let us, what does it mean? So let us, play within play can be considered as meta theater. You have already heard the name Hamlet. I have already discussed in my previous question Hamlet, work by William Shakespeare, one of the great tragedies by William Shakespeare. So on Hamlet, you can see a play, so that is within play, play of Gonzago, Gongo. Yes, let us Gongo. Let us yes, play of Gonzago. So let us, this is what you can see within Hamlet. So let us, this is known as meta theater. And let us, who coined the term meta theater? So yes, Lionel Abel, he coined the term in 1963. So this is the correct answer. You can see on your screen. Now see the next one. Who remarks in As You Like It, men have died from time to time, and worms have eaten them, but not for love. Celia, Rosalind, Sylvia, or Hesperia. So let us, which one is the correct answer? Do select the right answer, please. And learners, please do not forget to like the video and share with your friends, because learners, these lectures are really interesting, and I have already completed 14 videos on this series, 15 question every day. Learners, you can also follow me on Unacademy, because learners, on Unacademy I'm going to provide wonderful question. Next day, learners, it means 18th of June 2020, 3 p.m. learners, I'm coming with you Alfred Lord Tennyson as a poet. Let us 30 question with a great practice session regarding UGC. So let us, correct answer is Rosalind. You can see the correct answer, learners. This is the statement by, this is the dialogue by Rosalind. Learners, you have already heard the name As You Like It. And As You Like It is the drama play by William Shakespeare. William Shakespeare. This is the play by William Shakespeare. And let us, yes, it was written during 1599, but later on it was published in first folio 1623. Let us, this is a wonderful play, and on this play, Rosalind says that man have died from time to time and worms have eaten them, but not for love. So this is the correct answer, you can see. See the next one question. The Dial. Founded in 1840 as a vehicle for the ideas associated with the Transcendentalism. Among its earliest editor were, so Margaret Fuller, Ralph Waldo Emerson, A and B, or none of these. So let us, out of these four, do select the right answer. Which one is the correct answer, please? So now I'm going to show you correct answer on your screen. So see the correct answer. This is the correct answer. Correct answer is A and B. This is the correct answer, learners. The Dial, this is a magazine. So that was founded in 1814. And learners, this was continued from 1840 to 1929. 1840 to 1929. And learners, this is the magazine that is associated with Transcendentalism movement of America. Okay, learners. And yes, this is a major work that takes place in literary history. Unless you must understand, you have a great work by T.S. Eliot, The Wasteland 1922. So the same work, learners, The Wasteland also, the Wasteland was also published in the Dial magazine. So now learners, let's have a look. So learners, yes, the Dial, you can see this is the page of the Dial 1922, and you can see The Wasteland by T.S. Eliot. So learners, yes, The Wasteland was published on this particular magazine. Yes, learners, Ralph Waldo Emerson and Margaret Fuller. So yes, associated with, both were associated with editors. They were earliest editor of this particular magazine. And Lennox, you must understand T.S. Eliot was an American poet and playwright too. Now see the next one question. I am going to show you the next one. Herman Melville wrote. So you have Moby Dick, The Scrivener, Billy Budd, or all the above. So Lennox, please do select the right answer and write it down on comment box, please. So now see the correct answer. So this is the correct answer of the question. See the correct answer. This is all the above. Herman Melville. He is famous for his novel writing, and it is a kind of travel writing, adventurous writing. So see, these are the works. These are the works by Herman Melville. You have a work Typee. And as you can see on this particular work, depiction of homosexual relationship. Then you have Omo. So learners, this is a narrative of adventures in South Seas. I have already told you, yes, that Herman Melville is going to share with you adventure of sea life. Adventure of sea life. You have another work. So this is Mardi, M-A-R-D-I. And then you have Isles of the Cross. Another one work. Then you have Bartleby, the Scrivener. So learners, yes, you can see this is in option. Then you have The Confidence Man. This is also a work by Herman Melville. Then you have Billy Budd. So you can see the option. And then let us Billy Budd. This is the work that was published posthumously. You can say after death. And this is unfinished work by Herman Melville. So let us, you have these all option, and already let us, yes, Moby Dick. So this is the work by Herman Melville, and one of the famous work, Moby Dick, let us. Most of the time I have seen in UGC NET exam the question from Moby Dick, this particular novel. See the next one. So Frankenstein Unbound was written in 1973 by, and then let us, you have the blank space, and is known as a science fiction writer. So let us, you have Gabriel Garcia Marquez, P.B. Shelley, Mary Shelley, Alice Brand. So learners, these out of 4, please select the correct answer. Please learners, hurry up. And do not forget to like the video and share with your friends, okay? Now let us see the correct answer. So this is the correct answer on your screen, learners. So correct answer, Frankenstein Unbound. So this is a work by Alice Brand. D is the correct answer, Alice Brand. Let us, Frankenstein, related to Frankenstein, you have different kind of work. So let us, a similar, having a kind of similar name, not exact similar, but let us, Prometheus Unbound is there. And yes, Prometheus Unbound, this is the work by P.B. Shelley, Percy Bysshe Shelley. And Prometheus Unbound, this is a closet drama, lyrical drama in 4 acts. How many acts are there? So let us, yes, P.B. Shelley, he has written Prometheus Unbound. And this was appeared in 1820, 4 act are there. And let us, yes, this is a closet drama or lyrical drama. Closet drama, let us mean a drama, kind of drama that is written only to be read, not for performance. Then let us, you have another work, Frankenstein. So let us, yes, Frankenstein Unbound. So let's discuss about Frankenstein. So Frankenstein, this is a novel by Mary Shelley. Mary Shelley, wife of P.V. Shelley. And let us, this particular work was published in 1818. And the novel Frankenstein is dedicated to whom? So let us, this is dedicated to her father. Yes, let us, William Godwin, dedicated to William Godwin. And Frankenstein was written in a kind of competition. So this was the competition between the authors who will write the greatest, let us, you can say, Gothic story. So yes, outcome is Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. Now let us going to focus on Frankenstein Unbound. So this is by Ellis Bryan. So let us, Ellis Bryan, so he's really a wonderful 21st century American writer and known for science fiction writing. Science fiction writing. And let us see, you can see a character is there in this particular work, Frankenstein Unbound. So character, the name of the character is Joe Brodenland, name of the character. So Joe Brodenland is the name of the character. And let us, yes, you can see this particular character through experiment, suddenly time passes and he slips in the age during Byron and Shelley, the time period when Byron and Shelley was alive. And let us, yes, he finds himself face to face with real Frankenstein. The real Frankenstein, I mean, let us, the Frankenstein that is written by Mary Shelley. And let us, later on, you can see Joe Bradenland, a kind of romance between Joe Bradenland and then Mary Shelley, both learners. Yes, you can see Bradenland himself manages to make love to Mary Shelley. You can see learners. And yes, this is a really interesting one novel, a science fiction work by Ellis Bryan. Now see the next one work. So this is Marine Represents Sensibility in Jane Austen's Sense and Sensibility. So who represents sense in the same word? It means in Sense and Sensibility by Jane Austen. So you have Elia Dashwood, Janie Dashwood, Fanny Dashwood or Eleanor Dashwood. So let us, out of these four, select one please. And let us, if you are thinking I'm a little bit fast, so let us do pause the video and then try to answer those all, and not able to understand, so let us rewatch. So one video you must watch not once only, twice, thrice, so let us, आपका जो knowledge है बहुत ज़्यादा enriched होगा. Now see the correct answer on your screen. So Eleanor is the correct answer. So let us, you have the work Sense and Sensibility by Jane Austen. Two characters are there, Marin and then Eleanor Dashwood. Marin Dashwood and Eleanor Dashwood. So notice Marin represents sensibility. So Eleanor represents sense. So notice this is what you can see. On the Pride and Prejudice, you also have two characters, Elizabeth and Darcy. So who represents pride and who represents prejudice? So let us do write the answer on comment box. And let us, वहां पर मुलाकात होगी comment box में मेरी और आपकी. Sense and Sensibility. So let us, this is the work that was appeared in 1811, and you have different character in this particular work. So sense is represented by Eleanor and sensibility by man. So let us, this is the correct answer you can see. Now see the next one. So long as you have Imagism, a school of English and American poetry that flourished in the years prior to the during World War I. The school originated at a meeting in a London restaurant of the poets. Which of the following was not included on that group, in that group? So Ezra Pound, T.E. Hull, then W.B. Yeats, F.S. Flint. So out of 4, select one please. So now learners, you can see the correct answer on your screen. So this is the correct answer. Imagism, this is a kind of school of English, American and English poetry. So you have these three major figures, Ezra Pound, T.E. Hulme and F.S. Flint. And let us, Ezra Pound, so for imagism kind of writing, he is known as the best poet. So let us, yes, what is imagism? First of all, you must understand. So imagism using kind of precise language and painting clear picture with words. So let us, yes, you can say words picture. The picture that is made through words. That is made through words. So that is learners imagism, kind of poetry. Now see the next one. Which of the given meter is rarely used in English since the 16th century? Heptameter, octameter, then decameter, and then you have pentameter. So learners, which one is the correct answer? Do write on comment box, please. Learners, you can also join my paid courses at Unacademy Plus. Paid courses are there, and learners, you can also enjoy my free classes at Unacademy. Now see the correct answer, learners. So heptameter, this is less known meter in English. Yes, learners, heptameter is less used meter in English language. Now see the Franklin Evans or the Inebriate is the only novel ever written by so Helen Sixos, Alice Munro, Aphra Behn, then you have Walt Whitman. So learn us which one, who has written Franklin Evans or the Inebriate. So let us please do select the right answer from out of these four. Okay, learners, so let's see the correct answer on your screen. So see the correct answer, this is Walt Whitman. So learners, Franklin Evans or the Inebriate. So this is a work by whom? So this is a work by Walt Whitman. This is the first novel by him. Just learners, and you can see character is there named Franklin Evans. So learners, yes, this particular novel starts with Franklin Evans, a young learners, you can say a young and innocent man. And now let us see the next one question on your screen. So this is the next one, please. A Horse's Tale is a novel by so Mark Twain, Graham Greene, David Malouf, J.B. Priestley. So learners, which one is the correct answer? Do write on comment box. And I think learners, you are enjoying this test series. Do not forget to watch my all test series 1 to 14 because this is 15th video. Now see the correct answer on your screen. So this is A Horse's Tale by Mark Twain. So this is a novel written by Mark Twain. A Horse's Tale written by Mark Twain. So notice this is about a boy, a soldier boy, learners, named Buffalo Bill. Yes, learners, this is the name. And then you have an orphan girl named Cathy, Cathy. Mark Twain's works are really important because learners, Mark Twain's or Samuel Clemens, because learners, this is the pen name. You must understand. Now see the next one. Iambic tetrameter is a meter in poetry. It refers to a line consisting of iambic feet. 3, 4, 5 or 1. So learners, do select the right answer, tetrameter. So please learners, 3, 4, 5 or 1. So see the correct answer on your screen. So this is the correct answer. You can see on your screen, learners, 4. Because learners, iambic tetrameter, it seems like 3, but learners, no, it doesn't mean 3. Having 4 iambic feet. Because learners, tri is known as 3, but tetra is known as 4, and penta is known as 5. Okay, learners, so yes, you have these all answers. So correct answer is 4B is the correct answer. Now see the next one question. So this is George Bernard Shaw's Candida, set in month of October, November, December or May. So do select the right answer and write it down on comment box. Please let us hurry up. So let us now see the correct answer on your screen. October month. So learners, you have a work Candida, and Candida by G.B. Shaw, George Bernard Shaw, a problem playwright, a great playwright, learners, and even Nobel laureate too. In this particular novel, you can see 3 major characters are there: Candida, James Morrell, and then learners, you have Eugene Marchbank. Candida is the wife of James Morrell, a clergyman. And Eugene Marchbank, so he's a romantic lover of Candida. Then is Eugene Marchbank, he tried to win the hand of Candida because he is affected, attracted towards Candida. But learners, you can see at the end, Candida chooses James Morel. And this particular novel, this particular learners, no, learners, this is not a novel, this is a play, basically, learners. I'm really sorry. This is a play. So, this particular play that focuses on Victorian notion of love and marriage. So, learners, this is a wonderful play by G.B. Shaw. Candida and learners having a different kind of question because G.B. Shaw is famous for questioning. Through his problem plays, he has depicted different kind of sensibilities of the ages and learners different contemporaries problems too. Now see the next one question. So this is A Tale of Tub. Is a satire by Jonathan Swift. It is a prose parody which divided into sections of digression and a tale. This story is based on three brothers, James Martin and Jack, Peter, Ralph and Jack, Peter, Martin and Ralph, and then let us you have Peter, Martin and Jack. So let us do select the right answer, please. So okay, now you can see the correct answer on your screen. So correct answer is Peter, Martin and Jack. Let us Tale of a Tub is a wonderful work, and this is one of the best work you can say learners by Jonathan Swift because he is known as the great satirist because learners he has written Gulliver Travel and other works. So learners, yes, Jonathan Swift's one of the best work, A Tale of Tub. And yes, you can see this is a kind of different kind of satire, and three characters are there: Peter, Martin, and Jack. Three characters are there in this particular work, A Tale of Tub. Next one question. So you have Beowulf, an English epic, in which a hero Beowulf, with the strength of dot dot blank space, you can say, wrestles with the monster Grendel. So 40 women, 30 men, 40 lion, 30 elephant. So learners, which one is the correct answer? Do select the right answer. So learners, now you can see the correct answer on your screen. So correct answer is 30 men. This is the correct answer, learners. And Beowulf, the first English epic, written by anonymous author, poet. And as you can see on this particular word, protagonist named Beowulf, and he is a hero of Greece. Later on, learners, he comes to Hrothgar, king of Danes, to help him because learners, in his kingdom there is a monster named Grendel. And learners, he destroyed Hall. The name of the hall is Harad because after winning a battle, King of learners, King Hrothgar, he celebrated on this particular hall named Herod. And learners, at the night, this monster enters in this hall and kills a number of people. So learners, later on, Beowulf comes to help him, and then learners, finally, Beowulf kills Grendel, then his mother, and then finally you can say he came back to his own place named Great. So let us, this is what this is all about Beowulf. So this is the correct answer, and let us yes, Beowulf has the power of 30 men in this particular epic. So learners, this is all about for today's class. In my next video, I'm going to bring for you only and only 15 questions. But those all 15 questions will be wonderful for you. And do not forget to download Unacademy, the learning application. And learners, yes, you can follow me there for free and paid two types of classes. If you are interested learners, so you can share this video with your friends and learners on social media platforms. So thank you so much for staying with me. We will have a next class on next day. So thank you so much learners.